Good morning. I wanted to touch base with each of you. I'm very pleased with ED 6317's progress in this course. I have graded all of your assignments this week, and we're to the end. So congratulations, you have made it mostly through this course. I know it's been fast-paced. I hope you're learning a lot and developing collegial relationships with each other. So kudos to you. You're nearly to the finish line. I wanted to create a short video because I know for the next few days you will be pulling all of the information together that you have been working on this month to develop a web presence for your reading program. So we are now in our last module, Module 5. And we have 2 assignments left. So the one assignment is building this website. You're going to build a completed virtual reading program binder on a website that'll hopefully help you in the near future. Of course, you can print this out and put it in a hard copy binder, and I would encourage you to do so. But I also really want to see you leverage digital literacy skill sets. This is a new area in our field, and I feel like you need to be a leader since you will be mentoring teachers as part of your role. Many of you, this can serve as a good marketing tool for you, hopefully in the near future. And then the second piece is the final presentation, which will be on Wednesday. We will present from 7 to 9 p.m. Wednesday, June 27th, and I will post a sign-up sheet for that later on today, along with this video. So I really wanted to walk you through a couple of resources that you're going to want to check out this week. The first resource is in here, the Module 5 folder, which hopefully you have already looked at. Here you will see all the information that you need to review for the virtual reading website. So you're going to compile all of the individual assignments. I would like for you to go back over the next day or two as you're working on this and really look and revise your individual work. I tried to piece this out so that it wasn't just something we did the last week. This was, as you know, assignments that you've been working on since week 1, beginning with your vision statement. So now that you have developed a reading program that you are targeting for a specific audience to fill a specific need that you identified in a needs analysis, you will now go back and revamp all of this individual work. So you're going to use Google Sites or Weebly to create a website on your individual project. You will have a home page URL address that you're going to turn into me by Wednesday, June 27th. So that gives you a few days to work on this. That homepage link, you'll put it on a Word document and then just turn that in prior to the presentations on Wednesday. For this assignment, I will not be accepting late work. I really need to have your website in hand by Wednesday. It's really due Monday, so I'm giving you a 2-day extension. And you should have a menu of items that I'm gonna go over here in a few minutes. But when you create your website in Google Sites, so you'll need a Google account to do this. If you don't have a Google account and need assistance signing up for one, please email me. We can set up a time on Monday to help you get a Google account, or you can use Weebly if you're more comfortable with that. I'm choosing these 2 platforms because they're very easy to use, and most school districts are moving to a Google Classroom, a Google for Education platform. So this will help you work with teachers and students as they move toward that platform as well. So once you have a Google account, Google has a Google News Sites. It's called Google News Sites, where you can create a free website using your Google account. It is important that everything that we do virtually, that you print a hard copy for yourself and you have that hard copy in the event you have an interview and you have it right there. You can just hand it to the principal in the interview or the superintendent if you're applying for a district position. And I encourage you to do so. But I think having this virtual place as well will really help you as you move forward. So once you get your website, your Google account and your website, you're going to have 3 pages, or actually 4 pages to your website. The first page is going to be your home page. Your home page. The home page should be should have a title that advertises the purpose of your program. So on that home page, I am looking at the title. Okay, I'm looking for a revised vision statement that really communicates the philosophy of your reading program and your mission of the reading program. So I need to really understand the purpose here on the home page. And then you're going to go back to that assignment where you list the roles assignment, and you're going to revise those so that they clearly fit the need of your reading program that you are creating. And so on the home page, I want to see the vision statement, a title that promotes your reading program, and then the roles of the reading program. Do not forget to include not just the reading specialist and the teacher, but also include the administrator and the parent and maybe even the student in these roles. All right, so that's the first page, your home page. The second page is your curriculum and instruction page. You're going to go back and look at your standards assignment. I've commented on all of your assignments. Most of your assignments have rubrics that are attached, which is a little bit different from Dr. Sewell. Don't just look at your grade. You need to pull up the rubric and look at specific feedback that was provided so that you can revise what you turned in first and improve it for this final product. So go back and look at your standards. Now that you have a reading program that you're developing, I'm expecting to see standards that address that reading program. So, of course, that would include your TEKS, specific reading and writing TEKS, but it could also be additional TEKS that addresses that specific reading program. It could also include other standards. You need to list the standards. If you want to link in the web page to their web page, you can, but I really need you to spell out the standards, okay, not just provide a link. The second piece, this is on the same page, you're going to put your data for curriculum and instruction. So this is the procedure in which you're going to identify the appropriate reading program for your district or campus. So what are the procedures that you're going to put in place or you would recommend? What data will your district be using to assist you in this process? You're going to list available resources and materials, and it really just needs to be a bulleted list. Many of you did a great job typing out papers, like a research paper for this piece. That's really not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for if I'm a principal or a teacher or an educator in the area, and I want to look at your reading program. I see a snapshot on the procedures, the data that you're using to make decisions, and how that fits into the needs assessment and continuous improvement and the change process, professional development, and resources to help me. So just a listing that's bulleted and that's very clear. Of course, it should be research-based. So if you want to put citations at the end of this, that's wonderful. Or if you want to cite in the text, being comma, in parentheses, that's wonderful as well. Same page. We're still on the second web page. So on the second web page, we have the standards, the data for curriculum and instruction. The third part is your research-based articles. This is just an APA listing of the articles. Some of you may have needed to go back and revise this so that it is research-based, not just a website that you found. It needs to be a research-based article that supports the purpose of your reading program. So if your reading program is a literacy circle or book clubs, then or storytelling, or I need to see articles that address that there. The next piece is the methods. What methods are you going to use as you develop this reading program? You will list the strategies. That's the methods assignment. The advertisement piece, I would make this a picture or a PDF that the user can download or send out easily from your website. So that's all in the second page. All right, the third page is your assessment page. The assessment page, you are listing the 10 assessments, so 5 formal and 5 informal assessments that range not only for the grade levels targeting your reading program, but for the district. So how does this fit into the district literacy plan? And I've given you specific feedback on that. Many of you did a great job listing those. So again, it doesn't need to be a paper. It needs to be a bulleted list with a summary and then who is it targeting, what grade level, how's the data going to be used, why would we use this assessment, and they need to be research-based examples, so you do need to cite. And then also on the assessment page, which is the third page, you can have links that you think would be beneficial in regards to assessment that you may put those here. On the fourth page, this is your professional literacy leader page. This is your professional coaching page. So I would like to see your resume. And then if you're using the presentation that you will be developing for Wednesday, you can do that in Google Slides, which would allow you to embed that on the website. Or you can make it a PowerPoint or a Prezi. A Prezi will allow you to embed as well. A PowerPoint, you might want to attach that to your website. So this is really just how they would contact you. And then you can use this hopefully to promote what yourself as a literacy leader. Let me go back to one area before I close here. What is the difference between, on the curriculum and instruction page, the data for curriculum and instruction and the methods? This might be a question you have. There's a clear difference. The data for curriculum instruction is the data that we're using to help guide teachers as to how to best pick a strategy to address the need. Okay, so how are they, what is the procedure to identify an appropriate reading program? What data will you decide to use for your campus for this? And resources for curriculum instruction. So this would be actual classroom strategies and techniques that teachers could use. The methods is really more of an organizational leadership approach. So what are the strategies you're going to use as a literacy leader to promote buy-in, to promote engagement, to get people involved, to lead this initiative? Okay, so that's more than just looking at curriculum and instruction. That really is developing processes to encourage improved collaboration about literacy. And so how will you do that? Will you leverage PLC? What type of professional development will you use? How will you handle committees? Will you have a committee? Who will be on the committee? So it's more of an organizational approach. And I hope that helps you make that clear. I know it seems some of this may be confusing, and that's why I really encourage you to email me. Let's see, we can set up a time on Monday if you want to work through some of these things. All right. Lastly, in Blackboard, on the left-hand side, you'll see an external links button. And if you go there, there are both a WordPress video tutorial if you want to do the WordPress option, and we also have a Google Sites video tutorial. So I would encourage you to use Google Sites. That would be my first choice. And when you select that, you will see a series of how-to videos on how to create a Google site. Now, it's looking at this as a portfolio. You're not creating a portfolio, but you're creating a site to a virtual binder to promote the reading program. Of course, your resume is part of that, but the concepts here are still the same. So how to create a site, how to add a web page, how to delete a page, how to edit a page, how to add text to a page, how to add an image, attach a document, like your PowerPoint, how to embed YouTube videos, how to insert a Google slideshow. So if you want to use that for your presentation, you can. A Google Doc, how to modify the theme. I mean, everything you would need to know about Google Sites is here. And I can help you as well. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. Again, I'm really proud of each of you. All of you have a great start. Hang in there. In 1 week, this will nearly be over, and you'll have something, I hope, that will help you as you advance in your career. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you later next week.